What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Church Boy V. What's good, YouTube? Up here on a blessed day. Today we're gonna learn about Phantom. Do people drink Phantom now? Still? I drink a Phantom soda here and there, but I'm not big on soda. I found healthy other alternatives with juice. With soda with way less sugar, with the poppy and it's Olivia, I think it is. Oliver Olivia. It's other alternatives with way less sugar and more health benefits for soda nowadays. So these sugary chemicals, I believe, is getting less and less popular. Phantom really hadn't, to my knowledge, haven't really sold sold as much as the other sodas. But I remember my mom always drunk orange Phantom. That she don't do now, but she used to drink none but orange drinks like Orange Crush or Phantom Orange. So I know a little something about Phantom, drinking it. But let's learn a little history on Phantom Orange. This bad, one of the many of bad drinks that we shouldn't be drinking that's tearing our bodies up. But let's get it.
Roughly 37%.
In the history of fruit-flavored sodas, the almighty Fanta might just reign supreme. With a massive worldwide following and a long history of international production, this orange beverage has become a favorite for just about everyone on the planet. Unless you're an American, that is. As beloved as Fanta is by its die-hard fans, U.S. sales for the citrus pop can't even crack the top 5. So what gives? Well, today we're answering the question, does anyone want a Fanta anymore?
I say no.
But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. After that, leave us a comment and let us know what other food-related topics you would like to hear about. Alright, let's crack open some cold sodas and catch that Fanta fever. One brightly colored soda stands out among the many fruity-flavored options available to thirsty soda drinkers. Glowing, tangy, juicy, and oh so satisfying. Orange soda is a welcome addition to any soda fountain. Although artificially flavored beverages have been around since the 1800s, it was not until 1906 that the first orange soda rose to prominence in the United States. Crafted in Chicago by a California chemist.
So soda been around for for centuries. Well, a little century, but 1906. It's 2005, 2025 now. That's a while. That is a while.
Orange Crush swept the nation with its chemically enhanced formula. Eventually, the once reigning leader of citrus sodas was acquired by the Dr. Pepper Corporation, and Orange Crush never truly soared to such heights ever again. But fortunately for the rest of the world, another orange soda option became readily available outside of the United States. Debuting to Greater Europe in the 1950s, Fanta was introduced overseas by the American-owned Coca-Cola Corporation, quickly a hit with post-war countries across the continent. Coca-Cola then pushed their orange soda all over the map. In fact, by the early 1960s, Fanta was readily enjoyed by thirsty consumers in Asia, Africa, and South America. Although this might seem like the godfathers of Coke had plans for a slow rollout of orange domination in the States, Fanta took years to hit American soil. So why the delay? Well, it's complicated.
I can explain.
Dirty recipe.
When we think of that first crisp of a chilled Fanta, our minds immediately wander to carbonated citrus and that fizzy orange tang. But when Fanta originally debuted, that flavor profile was distinctly different from what it is today. Conceived as a substitute for Coca-Cola in the 1940s, Fanta was advertised as having the refreshing qualities of a cold lemonade. Cheaply produced and originally independently owned and operated, this European specialty was one of the only options available to many. Packaged in short, stubby bottles with strange hand grip designs, the Fanta of ye old times bears little resemblance to modern sodas. Bearing a swooped orange label on brown glass, Fanta was capped with an appropriately orange seal. Despite the warm, beer bottle-esque designs and orange labeling, the actual liquid is shockingly different. True to the refreshing lemonade tagline, Fanta of the early 40s was a pale, soft yellow, closer to Fresca or mellow yellow than Orange Crush. Fanta was also said to have a sharp, intense flavor, and when you take a quick peek at the original recipe, you'll see things like Fruit Garbage, and Milk Waste, which are awesome names for a pair of Captain Planet villains, but are less welcome in a refreshing beverage. So where was this orange-free orange beverage first sold? If you guessed the worst place and time in the history of the world,
Russia?
You're right. Also, why was that your first guess?
Wartime success.
In 1930...
You know what? A lot of stuff was successful during the war times, like different sodas, different comic books, different inventions was created during, like when they had war, around war. So it don't shock me at all. It's a wartime success. Even Coca-Cola went up. Shows went up. All type of stuff went up when wartime came around.
3. Coca-Cola's operations in Germany were overseen by an American executive. But when that CEO suffered a horrible accident, the Coca-Cola Corporation promoted a German national to the leading role. The new German leader Max Kite was said to be all in on the Coca-Cola brand, even as the world crumbled around him. Known for his little whisk broom mustache, Coca-Cola's new German executive bore a passing resemblance to a then already notorious public figure. In fact, the very year that Max Kite assumed the role as head of Coca-Cola's Germany division, the fascist dictator Adolf Hitler began taking control of the country. Said to be more devoted to Coca-Cola than his own country, Kite pushed the Coke agenda throughout Hitler's ensuing domination. In fact, Max Kite himself followed advancing German troops throughout Europe, assimilating Coca-Cola plants in Italy, Holland, and France. This is where a comedian with a spinning bow tie would say, "Talk about your hostile takeovers." When America finally entered World War II, Max Kite's German Coca-Cola division was effectively cut off. No longer able to get supplies from his new wartime enemies, the operations chief had to get inventive. Unwilling to let even full-scale global warfare stop his interest in Coca-Cola, Kite forged on. Banding together with a group of scientists, he concocted a garish ingredient list consisting of cheese byproduct, the waste from apple cider presses, and any and all fruit he could get his hands on as the war tore through the continent. Unable to call this new experiment Coca-Cola, Kite instead chose Fanta as a play on the idea of fantasy, as a reflection of the grim surroundings in which it was originally brewed. Fanta was the only drink available to many German citizens. In fact, as the only source of the sweetener for most, Fanta was often used as a cooking ingredient rather than a drink. After the end of World War II, Max Kite was allowed to continue serving as leader of Coca-Cola's German operations, and helped Coca-Cola rebrand the drink for distribution in post-war Europe.
Can you guess what city I live in only through my Uber Eats orders? First up, we have the classic duo, chicken and waffles. The chicken is so crispy.
Nobody cared about all that.
When the Coca-Cola Corporation began shipping Fanta to basically every country but the States, it was essentially a keeping up with the Joneses situation to stay ahead of its one serious competitor, Pepsi. At the time, Coca-Cola had only ever sold one flavor, while Pepsi kept irritatingly unveiling more and more new products. The second banana soda seemed poised to finally take the top spot by pure saturation. And that's where Fanta stepped in. By selling their orange-flavored assets overseas, the Coca-Cola corporations had successfully fought back against PepsiCo's bid for the throne. As thirsty consumers cracked open cold Fantas all across Africa, Asia, and even Mexico, the seeds of a generational favorite had been sown throughout the world. Fanta quickly became extremely popular in Europe, but perhaps even more so in Africa, where it takes the silver as the second most popular soda on the continent. Although the orange Fanta picks up nearly 70% of the brand's total sales, regional hits and homeland flavors.
You know, I wonder if like all the sodas made the same in different countries or they made different. I might be called slow or whatever, but I always thought about that because like certain stuff like ketchup or chips, they made different other countries. Some with less ingredients, some with more natural ingredients. So I wonder, is the sodas still the same or did they change them up in each country? So that's a good question. I need to look that up.
Sprouted up all over the world, from Romania's traditional elderberry and lemon chocata variant to the shikuwasa fruit-flavored Fanta of Japan. The company has proven time and again that it is willing to go bold. Occasionally, they have even dropped the Fanta label for local flavors in disguise. Briefly dubbed Lilt on the British Isles, Fanta eventually rebranded their tropical UK soda as simply Fanta Pineapple. Now with a new international hit, Coca-Cola faced a new challenge, bringing the citrus pop phenomenon to the States. Fanta barely made an impact on American culture in the summer of love, even as the beverage began sweeping sales in every other market. As a result, despite making stacks of cash on an international scale, the company was almost completely reluctant to ship to the US.
Oh, dang.
Although the soda was originally gate-kept by its parent company, Fanta eventually found its way to the States as more and more people began emigrating from Europe. Slowly but surely, American Fanta sodas have evolved over the years to include a wide variety of flavors like grape, pineapple, strawberry, peach, and blue. While these attempts at novel variants surely excited some, American Fanta fans never get the juicy justice they deserve. Salty lychee and watermelon Fantas, exclusive to Japan. Thailand's own banana-based green soda Fanta.
The flavors are going to be pineapple, orange, and banana.
The Chinese jasmine peach. The passion fruit punch goodness of Europe's Fanta Exotic. The list goes on.
I like that.
But for Americans seeking new flavors, you're either relegated to a trip to Atlanta's World of Coca-Cola or the disastrous caramel apple Beetlejuice collab. Despite Fanta's stateside shortcomings, the company put together an ad campaign that made sure everyone remembered the Fanta vibes for life.
Invasion of the Fantanas!
Debuting in 2002, the minds at Coca-Cola's advertising division pulled out all the stops for the Fantana takeover. Featuring 4 stunning high-steppers, the Fantanas were created in the early aughts as a sort of soda pop supergroup. With their shimmy shakes and earwormy tune, Wanna Fanta became one of the most enduring jingles of the decade. And now, it's in your head. Sadly, those high-kicking Fantana boots occasionally step right in it. For example, in 2015, Fanta celebrated its 75th anniversary by releasing a throwback version of their World War II-era bottle, along with a controversial ad claiming it was time to get back to the good old days. Deemed insensitive by Germans and basically everyone on the planet, this short-lived promo caught all the wrong attention, and after a brief overseas debut, the retro bottles were quickly whisked away. The brand caught another storm of controversy when it was discovered that Orange Fanta was made with real citrus juice in every market except for the United States. The beverage contains varying levels of sugar and juice across every country, but with high fructose corn syrup and a wickedly artificial tang, the American Fanta is clearly the weakest link. Elsewhere in the world, Fanta has faced similar advertising blunders. In 2005, the company unveiled a low-sugar drink to the UK known as Fanta Z. Featuring a bizarre ad in which soda guzzlers spit out their sips, uptight parents were outraged. This off-putting but seemingly harmless ad was deemed so rude, the country created new laws forcing adult commercials to be shown at night. Wait, when were they showing them before?
Hello, Fanta Z.
Despite its slow expansion across America, Fanta still struggles to make major sales in the States. Maybe Americans are put off by the knowledge that other countries are treated to Fanta soda with real orange juice. Or maybe we were already too in love with Orange Crush to find room in our hearts for another citrus pop. Regardless of how the US feels, the rest of the world still chants Want a Fanta.
Want a Fanta!
And when American tourists chill poolside with a frosty beverage, they will undoubtedly see the orange truth. Because when you look at the worldwide soda sales of today, Fanta still holds rank as one of the most popular soft drinks around the globe. Maybe it's time to bring back the Fantanas. So, what do you think? Do you...
You know, man, just listen to the history. I don't miss drinking soda like that. Because, first of all, it's full of sugar. Like I said earlier, high corn syrup, and that's like basically fake, like cheap fake sugar type ordeal. It mess you up, but it's cheaper for the companies to use. And then you look at the label, man, the amount of sugar they put in this stuff, is crazy. Not just regular, but added sugar. Like, it's crazy. So I don't miss drinking soda like that. I'm finna sometime this year I'm just quit drinking soda in general. I rather drink them anyway, but start doing the healthier option. But I wanted to share this little history because it's I think it's important for us to know some of these histories, at least for the stuff that we've been consuming over the years from a child coming up. And I love history as well, so it was a 2-for-1 deal to learn about this bad soda, and 2, just for the history of it. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all share the video to spread the information to someone else that need to know about this. And y'all continue to hit that like button. I love you the most. I love you first and foremost. And don't forget to go to that Cash App instructions video to get into the Cash App Cash App giveaway. Don't miss out. You still got 2 weeks. So y'all go check it out. And y'all have a blessed one. It was a great history video. Like a mini docu-series, whatever. But do y'all drink Phantom? Do you want a Phantom? Them commercials was legendary, though. The women singing "You Want a Phantom," they were legendary growing up watching. So overseas is popular all over except for the United States. So y'all stay blessed. Know everything gonna be all right. We out.